weather has not improved. She's good to go. That's it, packed up. It's time to start the final leg. All things being well, I will reach Whitby today. I've got a short little run through this village, and then that'll get me back onto the ACT route, and then that's it. Yeah, follow that all the way to Whitby. I honestly don't know. It's difficult to judge how far it is and how long it'll take, because I just don't know how slow the off-road sections will be, or truly how many miles are left. It's not difficult. It's not that easy, should I say. It's not that easy to map. So I was just up and out this morning, had a banana, haven't had any breakfast as such, haven't had a coffee. And depending on how far it is, they talk of a good stop being Helmsley. If I can survive till then, I shall stop for a bit of breakfast and a coffee or two in Helmsley. But reading the description of this stage, I think I'm on just rural route. I'm just on rural roads and tarmac for a little while. And I am excited because it talks about a 19-kilometre trail through the bleakest parts of the North Yorkshire moors. That does sound exciting. We have rain! It started drizzling. This isn't supposed to happen. I wanted an entire week of blissful sunshine, which I have had, but not now. Hopefully it's just a tiny little shower. Situation report. The weather has not improved, but I'm hoping to head over to that blue sky area. Fingers crossed anyway. I was just riding here debating, do you stop? Do you put on your waterproofs? Every biker has that at some point, I'm sure. You think it's going to stop in a couple of minutes, you hang on, 45 minutes later, it's still raining, you're piss wet through. Just past a couple of walkers. Honestly, you just never know whether they're going to look at you and wave and smile and be cool about it, or look at you like you're the Antichrist, tearing it up. Still getting used to this off-road game, still very much a novice, but I can close out the day skipping through these lanes with confidence, but then I wake up the next day and I get to the first off-road section and I'm just a bit of a nervous Nelly again. I guess that's just the way it's gotta be. As you can see, the weather's improved. The one thing I've got to be wary of though, they did say some of this section is compacted sand, but you just know there's going to be loose sand in places, so gives me one little pang of concern, but hey ho, it is what it is. If I come off, I come off. clumsy oaf. Still get it wrong every once in a while in these tech boots. I'm so glad the weather lifted. I was a bit worried about that for the day, but I shouldn't have done. It's absolutely glorious now. It is 20.5 degrees. Happy with that. I just saw a sign for Helmsley, 10.5 miles. So, yeah. That could be, well, depends on much off-road between here and there. That could be a very long way away. Starting to really want a coffee now.
Roads and lanes around here. I didn't have the camera on, but I've just passed through, thank you, the prettiest village. And I come down the hill, there's another perfect cottage, and on the gate post was a pheasant just sitting there minding its own business. I've just passed the sign, I'm just arriving in Helmsley. Nice. Means I can get a coffee, take a break. I also said just before you get into Helmsley, check out, there's an old ruin. Well, technically I've just walked a section of the Cleveland Way. I'm trying to find this castle, but it ain't here. So back on the bike, I think it's around the other side of town. Well, I found it. Oh, I bet I should have come through there. Okay. That's pretty cool. Right, I can now get a cup of coffee and take a breather. I wouldn't mind actually having a walk in if I go around the side, but we'll see. As you can see, that's what I've got left of the journey, so I'll be able to get my head down and crack on. Let's see, shall we? Oh, yeah. No water crossing today. Dry as a bone. Alright, this is my section. I'm on this part of the ACT that it says 19 kilometres long, and it goes over the remotest parts of the North Yorkshire moors. But I've been riding for a little while and I haven't seen a soul. road. Look at that track. A huge long ribbon of joy through this scenery in the North Yorkshire moors. This is ADV heaven! All that riding and fun up the top there had to come at a cost. Looking at that map, that goes left, right, all these switchbacks, and it's a pretty technical descent, steep as you like. So, yeah, just teasing my way down. There is no rush. A gate, a bloody gate. Yes. Gate skills, still got them. Did he? Wow. Awesome. Okay, if the descent stays like this, we're all good. Famous last words, I know. It's drawing to a close now. I can sense it. And if I remember what they said, I'll finish this long section and there might be one or two smaller sections to go. But essentially I'll start making my way into Whitby. Got some pondering to do about this trip. It's been an absolute blast. Thank you very much, Adventure Track guys. You put together one hell of a route. I'm going to circle back and do the Isle of Man in a few weeks, and then I can say I'm an ACT finisher. I've just come off another off-road section which may have been my last, if I can remember what they spoke about in their description for this last stage. Oh, worn out. There's been a lot of off-road today. I've been moving a little bit quicker on it too, gaining in confidence as the day's gone on. Update. I really do feel I'm getting close now. I'm not sure, just before I went behind these trees I thought I saw my first glimpse of Whitby and the Abbey off in the distance, but it was so brief I'm not sure. So I'm waiting to clear this so I can have another look. Also, I've got 2 bars of fuel. That came on a little while ago before I'd done the last off-road section. I ain't stopping again. I ain't stopping now. Next stop, Whitby. Or bust. I know it's just a silly little trip, but I can feel the excitement building for the destination, because it's getting close. Hey, what a sight. What a way to finish. I'll be there before you know it. I've got some fish and chips with my name on them, and a pint at the top where the Abbey is. It's a lovely brewery there. The last time I passed through here was on the return journey of my Highlands trip. Peak District, Dales, Lake District, Scotland, Highlands, the east coast of Scotland, and then hug this coastline all the way down. It's good to be back. The official finish line is at the Whalebone Arch, which I've seen before, been to before. So I'm going to head there, then I'm going to head for a beer, and I'm not that hungry at the minute. It's that massive roll I had for lunch, but at some point, very large haddock and chips, please. There they are. I can see the whale bones. And that's a wrap. Well, that, as they say, is that. It's a wrap. Done. Finished the ACT. Rather anti-climactic. Well, there wasn't any fanfares or a clapping crowd, but it was good to finish. I took a few photographs, but there's so many people around, I'm just not confident with this old camera lark to sit there and talk to the camera. I just find it a little bit too embarrassing still. Maybe one day I won't. And in true Hollywood fashion, I've got 1 bar of fuel. Made it. I've just passed a fuel station, but I don't care. I get a drink before the old girl gets a drink. So I promised myself haddock and chips, and the big one that I know of that I've been to loads of times, every time I come to Whitby, is now Wendy's. It's a travesty. Anyway, Terry's. Could be good, could be bad, no clue, but I'll give it a go. These ain't looking so bad. Check those out. That was my favourite chippy in Whitby. Wendy's. Nothing lasts forever, does it?